Yeah, we cannot imagine what our veterans have experienced, what they've gone through. I encourage everyone to listen, and that's the best that we can do many times is offer, hey, I'm here for you. I want to listen, because we can't understand. They need our love and support. They need us to listen. You look at the numbers, between 11% and 15% of veterans suffer from PTSD in any given year. 4 times as many troops and vets have died by suicide as in combat post 9/11 wars. So how do we help those heroes, these heroes, find meaningful support? One company from the Twin Cities, Allen Interactions, has teamed up with the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs to create an online source, the STARE program, that brings research-backed support to help people cope with their emotions and relationships, meeting the needs where people are at. Steve Lee is the co-founder and the chief delivery officer of Allen Interactions. Steve, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to chat with you about this.
Well, thank you for the work that you're doing to help veterans and help what is a very serious thing and with PTSD. I guess let's start before we get into the STARE program and what it does and how it can help. Where did you, I guess, when did you first realize about the data and start saying as a company, we need to do something here? And why was it important to you and your group?
Well, we've actually spent many years working in the mental health arena with different similar programs through community hospitals, research facilities, even the National Alliance for Mental Illness. And we had a relationship with the VA. So just in our conversations, we found that we could work together to improve the program that they had in place.
Yeah, and you look at the data, it is 11% to 15% suffer from PTSD and the suicide rates, and this is very real and it's very scary, and so we need to do something for our veterans. So the STARE program, can you just explain, what is the STARE program?
Sure. It actually stands for Skills Training for Effective and Interpersonal Regulation. The short version is that, unlike just being able to talk about it with someone and tell them how you're feeling and maybe get some encouragement and hope people just understand you, it actually teaches them skills that they can practice. It lets them experience online, with the way that we've enhanced this program digitally, real world situations, let them see how they would react, give them some techniques, let them go out and try those techniques in the real world, and then measure their improvement. And if it's working, great, encourages them to continue. If it's not working, it provides other techniques. And so this ability to practice and, almost like an exercise or diet program, they're looking at this every day instead of like once every few months going to see a therapist and just talking.
Yeah, that's really cool, the STARE program, and that T, right, in the acronym is training, which I would imagine that, people who have been, a part of our military, or active service member, I mean, that's a part of that. So these are basically skills to put into action through training, which I find unique.
Right, and we've actually created a badging system. So as they self-evaluate and they find that they are improving, they basically earn points and then they succeed and they can see their improvement. And there's no more better way to encourage them than through progress, and especially coming from the military and with the ranking system and everything they go through, it's very relevant to them. And then, of course, if they feel that they've attained these skills, then they have a stronger sense of self to apply them. So through those successes they're getting online, they feel more confident about using those techniques in the real world.
Yeah, this is so cool because, I mean, it used to be just in person, right? You'd go and you meet with somebody, and that's still great. That's awesome, and I hope that people are doing that as well, or maybe that's an outlet for somebody as well. You should be doing that, but this gives another option. It takes it another step forward too, and then also, Steve, you think about what we've gone through as a country and as a globe the last 20 months, where people have been asked to stay home and they're staying home more. So this also too. You don't have to be in the room with anybody, right? I mean, this is you can be at home and working on this yourself. And this, I guess, goes in line with telehealth and the growth that we're seeing with telehealth.
Yeah, exactly. And even with telehealth, you do have that conversation with someone, and with the overwhelming need for telehealth, it's harder for them to follow up. They can't just call every week and say, how you doing? Let's talk about your progress. So it ends up being more of a one-way that when they reach out. With this program, it's become two-way because they're interacting daily with it, tracking their progress. And yes, with COVID, there's actually been more triggers. It's actually been harder with people with PTSD, to deal with that confinement. They felt they were coming home, and they came home to a changed world, which has made it even worse than it's ever been.
Yeah. Steve Lee here, co-founder and chief delivery officer of Allen Interactions. We're talking the STARE program, which brings research-backed support to help people cope with their emotions and relationships, specifically here with veterans. Okay, so how can veterans and even civilians, access this program? And it is a free course, I believe.
Yes, it is. It's a simple address. So ptsd.va.gov, and there's a big link that says find a course, because they have courses on a number of things, but it is accessible to anyone, and it gives them the basic courses. And it encourages the veterans to go further, and they can find an online or a live therapist if they want to make this into a larger program, and then there's more offerings for them. But anyone can access that website I just gave you.
Yeah, right on. Steve, thanks so much for the work, and thanks for the conversation this morning.
Sure, you're welcome. And, because our company is Allen Interactions, so, AllenInteractions.com. We have a whole case study about it if you want to read more. Okay.
Right on, Steve. Thank you so much. And that, of course, is a Twin Cities company as well. PTSD.va.gov. And you can just find a course there if that is something that you or a loved one might need, or you even think, like, maybe this could help. Maybe this could help me understand my emotions better, or take action so that I can improve the quality of my life, feel better about myself. Anything. It's a free course, and you can, and it's right there, and it meets you in your own place, right? It's digital as well.